Yo, what's up YouTube? It's ZTAY, aka Lil Red, and the LA Lakers just set a new franchise record. The Lakers just beat the Rockets, barely. And am I concerned about this? Maybe a little bit, but if you're watching the game, especially, the second quarter, third quarter, we had control of the game pretty much the entire time. LeBron James was having fun. Heat checks after heat checks, finishing with 48 points. One of the best games of the season is actually his season high, 48 points. He played perfect. Wenyen Gabriel played really good, although he got fouled out at the end. And that brings me to Şengün. Is Şengün the next Nikola Jokic, bro? Şengün's looking good. And I knew he was going to be good. If you think about it, he's only 21 years old. Jokic is 27 years old. Jokic was drafted 41st in the draft in 2014. I'm pretty sure he was 20 years old when he got drafted 21. Just like Şengün. And I feel like Jokic didn't even start playing that good until like his second or third season. He's kind of on pace to match Jokic right now. I think he had 36 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists tonight. I could be wrong, it's off by a little bit, but he still had a really good night, and the Lakers didn't have an answer for him. Thomas Bryant kind of struggled a little bit tonight, and it's been like that a couple of the recent games. It's mostly been Wenyen Gabriel getting more minutes now than Thomas Bryant, and Wenyen Gabriel's been playing really good. He's developed that close hook shot now. He does not miss that. But going back to what I was making this video for, the Lakers just set a franchise record for the least amount of turnovers in a game. We had 2 turnovers as a team tonight, which is incredible. And that's the best since 2011 and 2001, which was 3 turnovers. Now you would think in a game where LeBron scores 48 points and we only have 2 turnovers as a team and set a new franchise record, we would dominate the Houston Rockets, who have not won a single game in 2023. A 10-win team without their starting point guard, Kevin Porter Jr. But for some reason, the Lakers let them in this game and almost blew it. Down the stretch, we were only down by a possession for a couple minutes when we were up by 16 throughout this game. It looked like we had this game at a certain point. We took LeBron out of the game, and you saw what happened. The Rockets made a little comeback towards the end of the game. Jalen Green just kept hitting threes. Rockets kept hitting threes. Jabari Smith Jr., which is crazy if you really think about it. Jabari Smith Jr. told LeBron before the game that his dad played him the first game of LeBron James' career. He played for the Kings, and I think he also played for the Jazz. I don't want to be wrong. Maybe it was somebody else. But anyways, also Kenyon Martin Jr., his dad played with LeBron James too. So the Rockets are so young, and they have so much talent. And that brings me to Şengün. Şengün is really, really good. And I feel like everybody's kind of noticing this now. He was the youngest center to ever get a triple-double recently. I'm pretty sure the last game the Rockets played, he got a triple-double, 10, 10, and 10. And he comes in today and scores 36 points, gets a whole bunch of rebounds, and almost gets his assist up. And some of his passes look really nice. He said his favorite player is Jokic. He models his game after him. And sometimes I feel like there are some turnovers with some risky passes, but he has some really nice passes throughout the game. And I think one thing he is actually better than Jokic at is his footwork in the post. I'm pretty sure he worked with Hakeem Olajuwon maybe in the offseason a couple years ago, maybe even last season, I'm not sure. His footwork is so nice in the post. He is a post scorer. He's also a playmaker, and he could also get rebounds. Now going back to my Lakers. We have 48 from LeBron James. The best game we've ever had in franchise history of taking care of the ball. 2 turnovers. But yet, we almost lost the game. Why? How? And you guys seen, I don't know if you've seen, Russell Westbrook before halftime, going into the tunnel, was telling our coaches that they need to do a better job. And Phil Handy told him everybody needs to do a better job trying to take the pressure off the coaches. I don't think the coaches are, I think they're struggling a little bit, being fully in control, because they have experience. They have plenty of experience. They know how to coach. But I think when it comes down to situational, decisions, I feel like sometimes they're not the best at it. They're not the worst at it, but they could definitely get better. I think that we're just growing as a team, and this was more of like a practice game versus the Rockets, and we had the game throughout the entirety of the game. To be honest, we had the win the entire time. I was never worried until it got to the end, when it was like a one possession game for a couple possessions in a row. When they started hitting those threes at the end, it seems like we just take our foot off the pedal, which is something that the Lakers are known for. We always get a big lead and then we start doing too much and we let the team back in, which I'm just used to at this point. Or it's the complete opposite and we're completely behind and they make a huge comeback and just to end up losing at the end. So the Lakers just know how to be a Hollywood movie, you know, sometimes not in a good way. And I think it's just what we are. It's like our identity at this point. And that's what I'm concerned with, is we're not playing smart basketball. Yes, it's the regular season. LeBron's out there having fun. You can see it every single time he plays the Rockets, he's having fun because it's like, that's an easy win, right? But the fact that we let them back in this game, that we let them have a chance to a team that has not had an entire win this entire year, it concerns me a little bit. That being said, we're still playing really good without Anthony Davis, without Lonnie Walker, and without Austin Reeves. And when they come back, they're just going to add to what we are already growing without them. And Kendrick Nunn and Wenyen Gabriel, Thomas Bryant, all the players who stepped up and got more minutes. Kendrick Nunn's been playing a lot better. He had a nasty dunk early on in this game. He's scoring. His close hook shot is really, really good for a small guard. His defense kind of questionable, obviously, because he's little, but he can score. Westbrook is doing his thing every single night consistently now. He's not really making any bad decisions, not really shooting bad anymore. He's shooting pretty good. LeBron James just playing perfect basketball right now. It's actually crazy to see. And his 20th year is just unbelievable to see. The longevity of LeBron James is insane. But the whole point of this video is to just talk about how the Lakers had a record-setting 2 turnovers tonight. Franchise record. And we almost lost to the Houston Rockets, who had not had a win this entire season. 10 wins on the entire season. This was a must-win game, and that's what concerns me. It's a must-win game, and we almost let them come back in because we're having too much fun. And I don't know if you guys seen the locker room talk a couple games ago. They had a camera in there, and LeBron was saying, "Let's get greedy," and Westbrook saying, "Let's just have fun." And I feel like it's the opposite on the court sometimes. Westbrook looks like he wants to be greedy, and LeBron looks like he wants to have fun when he's feeling this thing. But LeBron knew that they had this game. We had to win the entire game. I could just tell LeBron was not going to let this one get out of hand. Towards the end of the game, LeBron James, in every single post-game interview over the last week, I just make the right play. You know, I pass to the open man and make the right basketball play. I saw towards the end of this game, he was having open shooters and he was taking a contested mid-range, putting it on himself, and he was making them. So I'm happy to see that. I think that last game frustrated him into taking some of these shots. Another thing I want to add, this was LeBron's by far best shooting game this season. He is actually one of the worst, if not, I think he actually is the worst 3-point shooting percentage in the entire NBA. And tonight, I'm pretty sure he went 5 for 6 from 3. That's what I want to see, LeBron. Keep shooting the ball. He might have missed a couple more than that because he was taking some crazy ones. But LeBron James played perfect. He's been playing perfect, and now he's shooting the ball good. When Anthony Davis and all them come back, which I did hear today, that they might come back before All-Star break, which is in February. And guess what? It's almost the end of January. So it's looking good for the Lakers. It's not looking horrible. It's not looking amazing right now. I'm not comfortable where we're at, but I'm excited and I'm optimistic about the future. Lakers fans, let me know your guys' take on this Houston Rockets game down below in the comments. Let me know your guys' take on Şengün. Is he the next Jokic? And shout out to LeBron James. Shout out Wenyen Gabriel. Let's get AD back and make these playoffs. This is ZTAY. Peace.